Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I sure hope this makes me happy. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be one of my Limp Bizkit shirts. Really like the shirt. It's very cool. This is off of their Loserville tour that at the time I'm doing this, they're presently on. Really interesting tour in terms of the overall composition of artists. You got Limp Bizkit as the headliners. You've also got Bones, who is, I guess, he does like emo rap stuff. I don't know. And then there's also a guy named Nate No Face, who does, I guess, trap punk, I think is what he referred to it as. And then you had Corey Feldman and Riff Raff. I was there for Limp Bizkit. They put on a great show. That's all we're going to say about that. But, and if you're unfamiliar with the band Limp Bizkit, back in like 99, early 2000s, man, they were genuinely one of the biggest bands on the planet. They've had plenty of ups and downs since then. But, you know, at the time I'm doing this in 2024, they're definitely kind of riding a new high within the last few years. They've kind of re-emerged. And, you know, when I saw they're going to be performing live, I was like, I got to get in on this. I enjoyed it so much, I actually got videos of their performance. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. And if nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their stuff is concerned, because I think they're really cool. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why do I hope it makes me happy? Well, in general, I want my reviews to make me happy, because, you know, I like to be a happy person. But this one in particular, it's boom! It's this! Or this. It's from a place called Happy Lobster, which I guess is a local spot in Chicago, which, by the way, because it is a local spot, that means that this review is going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just, like, local establishments. And I'd honestly never heard of them before, but I got an ad through my Facebook page saying, hey, they have a food truck event going on for the next few days. And it turned out that, you know, one of the days that they were going to be doing their food trucking, they weren't too far away from where I'm at, you know, a few towns over. So, you know, half-hour drive or so. I was like, screw it, man, let's get in on this. But what am I reviewing for you? It's boom! This is specifically their Happy Lobster, which I'm guessing the lobster isn't very happy, realistically. But it consists of Maine lobster, drizzle of butter, special seasoning, touch of mayo on a fresh toasted burger bun. It also comes with a malt vinegar slaw. Ooh. So let's open it up. I like the packaging, man. I mean, that's classy. And I mean, it's just that right now. But we got the slaw. We got lemon wedge. I will say this was not cheap. Like, with the tip, I think it was like a little over $30. So let's hope this is really, really good. They had a few other options too, but okay. Oh, I mean, that's not all right. That's not bad looking. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's try to get a thing for the thing. It looks like that. No, some of it fell. Oh, that's good lobster. Oh, that butter. Lobster and butter, man. Can you do much better? I don't think you can. All right, well, that was a good start. Let's give it a go. Oh my God, that's delicious. I love the toasted bun, because that, with the butter, it basically makes it just taste like like butter with toast. So like I'm instantly into that. Then the butter is also obviously working with the lobster. The lobster itself is pretty much perfectly cooked. It's nice and tender. It has a nice lobster flavor without like being like fishy flavored or anything like that. Um, Got a little bit more of the mayo that time. So it's nice. It gives it a nice little, just a little bit. I'm glad they didn't do too much with it. Because you don't want to overpower the flavor of the lobster. Instead, it just gives it just a nice little hit of a tanginess, just to give it one more flavor. I mean, the overwhelming heroes here are the butter and that lobster. And I mean, that butter is so good, man. That's why I almost thought about driving back home and doing this review, but I was like, no, man. I gotta find a spot where I can pull over and I can do this relatively quickly. Because, you know, it's a fucking, I mean, I guess it's a lobster burger or whatever you want to consider it. I'm not sure exactly. Lobster sandwich, we'll go with that. Oh my God, man. Like, you know, you gotta get that in there because you want as fresh as possible. That is exceptional. You know, I mean, I wish I could go over there and say that I'm a baller and I'm over there and I'm just eating lobster, you know, every other Tuesday. You know, I'm just rolling with it, you know, just lobster any time of day. I'm not, you know, not until this YouTube thing really properly takes off. Wouldn't that be nice? You know, I'm over here, I'm a man of quaint means, you know, so I mean, you know, I like to eat nice when I can, but obviously I gotta be a bit reasonable with it. So I don't eat a lot of fucking lobster. This is the best lobster I've had in a long time. Like, now mind you, again, I don't eat a lot of lobster, but not for lack of want, you know, but like occasionally I'll, you know, me and my friends will order from, like Red Lobster or something like that. This is like not even miles, this is continents distance. It just, in terms of the difference of the quality that you're getting in terms of the lobster and the flavors you're getting here, it's fresh, it's decadent, it's got lots of delicious flavors going on. As soon as I bit into this, everything in my brain just told me, eat all of this right now. Fuck the review, just eat all of it. It's amazing. You want more of it. That's so good. If it wasn't for the fact that, you know, again, they're a bit pricey, I would probably go back to the truck and get one of their other sandwiches, because like I said, they did have other options. You know, but again, like I understand, it's, you know, it's fucking lobster, and when it's done right, that is really good. Really, really, really good. Definitely the best fucking, like, lobster sandwich I've ever had. Not that I've had a lot, but that's exceptional. 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, clearly and clearly. You know, like, again, it does cost a bit. You know, it's not something that you're likely to go out and get on the regular. Unless, again, you're just flipping it. You know, you just got all the muns. I don't, though. But, you know, but at the same time, man, oh, man, that's good. Like, that's one of those things, like, that's it. I was a little bit worried because, you know, you're just getting a sandwich and a little bit of slaw, which, to be fair, you know, I'll do a little bit. We'll even do a little review of the slaw real quick here. If I can find the... What happened to the fork? Fork. We'll do just a quick little thing of the slaw. Just so I can say I reviewed the whole damn thing. Even the slaw is very nice. It's exactly what it says it is. It's like a malt vinegar slaw. So it's almost like a braised cabbage kind of thing. Not my favorite part of the dish, or the overall thing, but, you know, a nice accompaniment. Very striking with the vinegar. That's actually very nice. I like this. But, going back to what I was originally going into. Like I said, this isn't something I'd be able to grab on the regular, but man, oh man. That is so good. That's definitely, it's the best thing I've had to eat this week, for sure. and maybe even this month, because that is just really, really good. That hits all the notes that I wanted to hit. And in fact, I'm going to go over there, and you folks know I don't do this lightly. I'm calling it, this is a business. And what that means is, when I refer to something as a business, that means that I don't really know, this is something where I don't think you could do much, if anything, to really make it significantly better. I'm sure that there's folks out of Maine or wherever that, the freshness and the blah, 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 blah. I mean, look, there's obviously a whole other tier structure to this. But in terms of, what you can get in Illinois that I've personally had, that's exceptional. That's just, I can't see that being much better, So for me, that's the business. And if I'm recommending it, yeah, man. If you can go over there, if you can shell out, again, treat it like a little bit of a specialty thing for yourself, whether you hit the food truck or, one of the proper locations. I mean, it is really, really good. And if you like yourself some seafood, I mean, because it hits on all the things you want it to, at least, my opinion. But that is really, really good. I can't. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly lobster roll-tastic rest of your life. Because, I mean, again, lobster roll. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we need to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your opinion on lobster? Are you a big fan, is it a thing? Do you live near an area where you can get it super duper fresh? I'd be really interested because, I live in the middle of the country, so it's like, we get what we can get. Now granted, we do have, Chicago to kind of help mitigate some of that. But, obviously, again, if you're off the coast or something like that, I'm sure it's an, entirely different experience. But I'd be really interested, lend me your experiences as far as that goes. So, anyway, bye.